Hi, everyone. I just want to talk a little bit about the difference between being a creator on X and being a SaaS founder with a product that you're trying to get users for. Stay tuned. So, it's a little bit of a ranty rant, but if you've been around and seen any of my videos, you know it's kind of how I roll. So if I were doing Twitter, right, X, if I was on X to get a share of the revenue, I would have the premium account, maybe the next level account. I wouldn't care about who follows me necessarily. I wouldn't have to do that one-to-one follow back ratio to grow my account organically. I would say whatever the bleep I wanted to without considering who I may offend, alienating people, possibly even my marketing base. It wouldn't matter to me, right? So because you would be using X like people use Reddit, just anonymously, but not anonymously saying shit posting, talking trash, saying all these wild, crazy things, being super political, whether it's in actual United States politics or in software or marketing or whatever. You would talk about how much revenue you're earning. It would be a campaign of, yeah, you could be like me. This is my lifestyle. I am tweeting from a raft in Bali right now. You too could have made $4,300 with your AI agents doing blah, 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 blah while I was sleeping. You know, it's kind of that machismo. I'm better than you, but I know you want to be like me kind of a vibe. If I were, for as a woman, I am a woman, but as a woman, I'd be like zipping my thing down smaller, taking different selfies, doing the bathing suit feet thing. Like, do you want to be a model or do you want to sell your SaaS software? That's the truth. So I see all these people, founders, who are like, oh, I did the build in market, build in public playbook. Did you though? Because when I originally wrote my book, How to Market Your Plugin, now this was specific to WordPress. This is the playbook. No one else has written this book, and it tells you exactly what to do, including a 3-year framework for your marketing. This is based on how we built GiveWP, which has been acquired, split. It's now part of Liquid Web. It has no branding of its own. It's been private equity. Okay, but if you want to get users for your software as a service, then you want to build trust, loyalty, the brand equity on a brand account, not on your own account, the account of the product. And so this is my lane. This is what I specialize in. This is what I've been doing for 15 years. If you count construction, it's going to be 20, right? So building those relationships requires a totally different set of strategy, philosophy, mindset, tactics, and probably even outsourcing to your favorite vendor. So when it comes to being a creator, those impressions matter. But when you're a SaaS founder, what matters are clicks. What matters are they're looking at your bio. They're clicking that link. They're signing up for the demo. They're replying to you, right? And that's where you want to get to. You want those users to demo your product, sign up, tell their friends, maybe become an affiliate, not churn, right? This is how you grow. But build in public has now become the place where everybody kind of like quietly positions themselves as a creator who's part of the creator economy. Now, let me give you a case in point, because I'm not really trying to offend you, but I am trying to educate you to help you position your product in the most effective way. Let's take the Holderness family. Now, during COVID, they, like many other people, made a bunch of ridiculous parody videos that we all love, all of us, including me, super funny. We were all watching that during COVID. And they were great. And they got money probably from all of the platforms, right? Meta, TikTok, YouTube, right? So now you see the Holderness guy, I don't even know his first name, okay? But now he's doing ClickUp comedy, right? So they're doing all these parodies for tech, for marketing, and again, they're super funny. And we all love them, including me. But ask me if I'm using ClickUp. Ask me if I would choose ClickUp if I even wanted a project management software tool. The answer is no. No, I do not like ClickUp. Yes, I have used ClickUp. I think it's super complicated, overly complicated. I would use Trello all day long if I needed a project management software. But I don't because I'm a boutique agency on purpose. And I really don't have that many projects to manage, right? I use Google Sheets. I'm as a person who writes articles for my clients, they have their own project management software. But even if I decided to be a writing agency and farm all these projects out, and I decided to use a project management software, ask me if I would use ClickUp. No, I wouldn't, because I would think they've spent all this money trying to entertain people like they're an insurance company with Flow from Progressive instead of listening to their users, improving their product, making their product less expensive. Okay? So, this is what I want you to think about as a SaaS founder. What are your goals? Do you really want a share of X revenue? Do you really want to say just whatever it takes so that you get 5 million impressions over 3 months, 200 verified followers, and are also a verified person? That's just all money. That's all money you can spend. And most of those people are just feeding AI. So like AI slop is all here to automate creator revenue and a share of revenue for people who are not your customers and may never be. The build in public community is everybody supporting each other, which is a valuable thing. Build in public on, Twitter got rid of their communities, but on Reddit, that's fine. You probably need to talk to your peers about some of these things for support, for ideas, for engagement. But think about who's really supporting you. Now, so okay, Bridget, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. X is really valuable. Listen, I am modeling the behavior. If you literally studied my Twitter account, or had your LLM study my Twitter account, you would see that I am doing what I'm telling you to do. I'm not selling a course. I'm not trying to get you to sign up for my mastermind or get into my private Substack or whatever, right? I don't need you to subscribe to my Beehive. Why? Because I have clients. Ask me where I get my clients. You are correct, sir, madam. I get my clients from X. I just got one last month, not even a month ago, from X. And I ask my clients where they come from, where they've heard of me. I get referrals from people on X. The client I got before that, I got on X, who I've never met in person. The client I got before that, I got on X. The client I got before that is somebody I know from Twitter. I mean, from my own personal life 100 years ago, who has a product company, and he saw me on LinkedIn doing the same thing because X and LinkedIn are where you need to be. Why? The decision makers on who will purchase, try out, demo, book a call with you, want you to call them, those people are on LinkedIn and X. And let me tell you about LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is super sensitive to DMs, spam, and all that kind of thing. But if you engage in my 3-2-1 method, you could just Google Bridget's 3-2-1 method, and hint, it's not the barbecue ribs recipe, okay? It's responding to 3 posts a day. No, sorry. Following 3 people a day, so Twitter or X, X or LinkedIn. This is the B2B playbook. Follow 3 people a day, list them if it's appropriate, respond to 2 people's posts, not comments on your post, outreach, finding other people who are in your parallel universe, your possible clients, and commenting on their material, right? To get that exposure, to get the follow, to get the awareness, because you built something that nobody knows about yet. So they don't know to look for you. So keywords are way a year later. Keywords are 100 users and a year later. Okay, so let's keep going. And then, so follow 3 people, comment on 2 people's posts, and 1 original post every day. You can do this in 5 minutes. You don't need to program an AI. In fact, I would suggest not programming an AI because you don't know your market as well as you think you do. When you listen, I'm not going to lie. If you want to book a paid consultation with me, I will take your money. You will be happier and you'll be on the right track. But that's not what I'm trying to do here. If you want to be a client of mine, I can take maybe 2 clients and then I'm tapped out because I am like busy. But I really care about you. I see what you're doing. I read your posts where you're struggling. I'm thinking about quitting the WordPress directory. I think about shutting down my product. I'm thinking about what else did I read this week? Oh, the built-in public community isn't really there for me. That's because it's broken. That's a whole nother rant. But again, you could buy my book. You can purchase time with me. You could watch this video in entirety. You could watch what I'm doing on X. Watch what I'm doing and you will learn. You don't need to pay for a course. You don't need to waste your money on all this advertising and all these other things. And you don't need to behave like a creator. You're not trying to get attention for attention's sake. You're trying to get awareness so that you could get more purchasers of your SaaS product, book demos, and downloads. If you have any more questions, you can reach out to me at hello@bridgetwillard.com. I'm Bridget M. Willard on X, Bridget Willard on LinkedIn, and my website is bridgetwillard.com. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on almost anywhere. Just Google me. Ask ChatGPT, who is a great SaaS marketer, for maybe they'll say my name. Who knows? I don't think they really rank that way, but it would be a fun experiment to try. Anyway, it's Bridget. I'm sorry I haven't done video in a couple weeks. I was under the weather. I am back. And please don't give up. You thought of this idea. It's super great. I believe in you. And I will talk to you later. Bye.